Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kelsey, and I'm so glad you could be here today. Today's video is going to be part one of a three-part series I am dubbing Which Bronte Sister Did It Best? In this series, I'm going to be reading one novel from each of the consumptives to determine which one I like best. So who will it be? Will Emily, Anne, or Charlotte come out on top? Only time will tell. As always, grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it. All right, go ahead and take a guess on which book we are reading first. Now, if I told you that we are at the beginning of February, maybe that would give you a hint as to which book I am reading first. And that is Wuthering Heights. There's obviously a movie coming out on the 12th, so I am hoping to read this and have this video out right about that time so that I can watch the movie and see what I think. Now, full disclosure, I have attempted to read this book once before and actually DNF'd it. I could not stand the characters. And I am normally somebody who likes flawed characters, but they were just a little too much for me, and I could not root for the love story. I am determined to make it through so that I can have an accurate picture of this book, because I know that a lot of people like it, and a lot of people quote it, and it's kind of known as like this classic romance, but to me, it just was a lot of infuriating characters. I have already restarted this. I'm on page 78. So there's like 352 pages, I believe. So we will see. What I can tell you so far about this book is that it starts off with Mr. Lockwood, who is a new tenant at Thrush Cross. It's so hard to say. It's like a tongue twister. Thrush Cross Grange, which is on the same property as Wuthering Heights and is owned by one Mr. Heathcliff. And as he is getting to know this family and, you know, what have you, on the first few days that he is there, he decides that he wants to know more about their history. And so he gets one of the housemaids, basically, to tell him the gossip, to give him the tea. And we go back in time to learn about the childhoods of Mr. Heathcliff and about the Earnshaws, which are another family that like owns the property and lives on the property. So we're learning about them, and we are learning about our true main characters of this story, which are Heathcliff, and Catherine Earnshaw. I will say that knowing that the characters are insufferable going into this book has made it a little easier. I know to expect them to be kind of horrible and awful. And so I'm not too upset about it, and it's not bugging me too much because that's what I expected. So we will see. I'm excited to see if I can finish this and see what I think. So yeah. Alright, so I am back with an update on Wuthering Heights. I am 149 pages into it, so I'm 42% of the way through this, which is further than I got into it the first time I attempted to read this. So that's good news. The characters are still awful. I still think that they are terrible people, but it is cracking me up because Nellie, or Ellen, whatever name you want to call her, the housekeeper who's telling this story, she just talks about them like they're awful. She hates them, and it's hilarious to hear her recounting the story from her perspective and talking about how awful these people are. Um, yeah, at this point, I am loving it for the drama. This, it seriously kind of is reminding me of like a reality TV show. Like how you watch a reality TV show for the drama and you just sit back and you're like, these situations are insane. These people are crazy. They're creating their own problems, and you just like have to watch it because you're dumbfounded as to how individuals can find themselves in these situations. And obviously it's played up for TV, but that's how I'm feeling about this. I'm like, I feel like I need some popcorn. I can see how some people regard it as a amazing romance novel, and I'm sure that there is more romance to come. I can definitely see how the main characters love each other. Or not that I can see, like, I don't see what they see in each other, but their connection is very apparent. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about Wuthering Heights at the moment. Right, so it's been a little bit, and I am here with an update on Wuthering Heights. Do you say withering or worthering? Please, somebody let me know because it's spelled worthering. But I hear people say withering and I never know what to say. So please let me know if you know which one it's supposed to be. But I'm here with an update. I have 100 pages left of this, and I'm going to be honest, I am pleasantly surprised. I have not liked the characters at all this entire book, and I still stand by that statement. However, I was looking up online if other people had the same opinion because I felt like I was going crazy. I was like, everybody loves this book. Well, not everybody. I do know some people that say they hate it. But I know that a lot of people love this book and it is a classic. What am I missing? Or like, do other people feel the same way? And I was on a Quora thread and somebody mentioned that one thing about the way that Emily writes is that, or the way that Emily writes these characters, I should say, is that they are awful people, but they're honest. Her writing is very honest. And that honestly has helped me to see this in a little bit of a new light. They aren't hiding behind tropes or stereotypes when we think of romantic leads, especially in like classics and that kind of thing. Or like think of Bridgerton. There's the new season of Bridgerton that just came out, and think of how often those characters fall into those kind of perfect ideas that we have about romance and historical romances. Um like our main character is a manipulative, violent, abusive man. There's no hiding from that. It's very obvious. He's not hiding behind anything. We're not pretending that he is some knight in shining armor. He isn't. Our other main character, our female lead, she is mentally ill and also, I would say, overindulged her entire life. Everybody just goes along with all of her whims and wants. And that has consequences. There's no hiding from that in this book. She isn't this perfect, beautiful, dainty, feminine lead. And that, like, I think that that has really helped me to have an appreciation for what Emily chose to do here. I haven't read the other two books by the other Bronte sisters yet. Obviously, those part 2 and part 3 will be coming sometime. Don't know when, but sometime they will. And but I do know that both of those books are about governesses. And I'm not completely sure, but some of like the kind of aesthetic type things I've seen for like Jane Eyre um seem more happy and good vibes, you know? And I could be wrong about that. Like I said, I haven't read them. But the fact that Emily's main novel that she's known for is this gothic romance novel with terrible but honest characters makes me think that maybe she was the weird sister. And I can really appreciate that. And so, just for that sake, I think Emily's cool. I mean, I'll give my verdict at the end of this video when I think about it. And by the end of the series, which sister's writing I like best. But I can say that even if I don't like her characters, I appreciate her writing and I can appreciate the story that she chose to tell. And I think that Emily might be really rad. I'm just rambling on and on and on, but also I feel like I don't have a lot of footage for this, so please forgive me. And also, if you don't like the rambling, you can obviously click off. Nobody's forcing you to watch. I feel like a lot of people don't like that. I sometimes like to listen to somebody just talking about something that they're passionate about and something that they like. And I genuinely will sit there for 45 minutes to an hour listening to videos like this. You can listen. You don't have to watch. You can listen. You can treat it as a podcast. So I have a right to ramble. It is my channel. These are my book or my videos. And if nobody watches them, that is totally fine. Because I'm sure that there are people out there that maybe hopefully will find these videos and appreciate that. But if not, it is for me. It's a creative outlet. And so, you know what? If you don't like it, you can suck it. I'm going to keep rambling. Also, if you have stuck this far into the video, please let me know. Do you like the rambling a little bit? Like do you skip through it? Does it bother you? Do you like that sometimes? I want to know, just out of curiosity. I want the data, girl. Give me the data. Okay? Okay. Alrighty. I am here in a different spot than normal. I'm sitting on the couch. I have 50 pages left of this book. My goal is to finish this on camera. And then give my reaction rating of the book, wrap up the video here, hopefully, and then yeah. So that's the plan. We will see how that goes. But yeah, I'm not going to get into my thoughts or anything right now. I'm just going to hop right into reading, so we can try to finish this as soon as possible. So let's go. Alright, so I just finished Wuthering Heights. I am obsessed with that ending. Actually, it is perfectly gothic. I love the ending. No notes. That's all I have to say about that. Um, Overall, I would say that my ideas about this book, as you saw, were a little tumultuous. I I still honestly don't know how I feel. I think that I like this more than I thought I was going to. Um, I still don't care about the romance, and actually, I think reading this, I don't think the romance is as in. I mean, the romance is a big part of it. It's like the driving factor behind the entire book. But the romance didn't play a big role in my experience with the book, if that makes sense. Brought up a lot of emotions, a lot of negative emotions, if I'm being honest. And I think that that is a testament to Emily's writing in a way. Being able to make the reader feel such uncomfortable emotions and feel anger is a skill. What I will say that I learned about this book is that it is not a tale of great romance. Instead, it is almost a cautionary tale about how romance can cause so many problems, that blind love can create issues. Also, unintentionally, I mean, maybe she could have intentionally done this, a story about cycles and intergenerational trauma and or how certain decisions can affect generations to come. I think I appreciate this book not because I'm somebody who is swooning over the romance between the characters, but instead because it is a story about some awful people and how they affect some decent people's lives. I don't want to dwell too much longer on this. I would say my rating of this is 4.5. So, yeah, there's only one thing left to do, and that is add this book back to the box set with the other books. And just like that, Wuthering Heights is added back to this box set collection. Emily Bronte, actually very solid in my opinion. Will everybody appreciate the book? No. But the writing was good. And the way that she chose to tell the story and the story she chose to tell, I think says something about her. So, let me know what you think of Wuthering Heights if you've read it, and also which Bronte sister you like best. And stay tuned for part 2, where we will read another book from this box set from another Bronte sister. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe if you liked this video to see other content similar to this. We try to keep it pretty chill and low key on this channel. And I will see you next time. Bye.